and welcome back to 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim's spoiler playthrough. I am Hemborg Chariot, and I'm here with my best friend Mirth Mauser.
We're about to jump into the second battle of Area 1, right?
Yes.
I believe. Okay.
And then it's a bunch of Remembrance for like 30 hours. With how much we're going to be talking.
Yep, it's gonna be a while before we see the battles again.
Okay, so in this next battle we're going to go for Sekigahara, Bisaka, Minami, Miura, Takamiya, and Amiguchi. So the only unit we won't be using again is Takatoshi. How fitting. I mean, Takatoshi is definitely one of the more underwhelming people in Destruction.
Yeah, again, I just did not use him as much as the others. He just was not high on my priority list for combat choices. To be fair, neither was Sekigahara. Both of them I just found a little lacking as Gen 1s. I mean, they do their job.
Sekigahara is actually, like, really, really good. In fact, Sekigahara is one of the rare units that has the problem of he has too many great skills. You can't equip all of them.
Yeah.
Not many units in this game have that problem.
I think I used him a lot more the later I got, but at least for a good half of Destruction, he was just a little bit underleveled. Not too much underleveled. I tried generally to keep everyone the same, but again, some characters were just inevitably 5 levels above others.
So here we have an aerial kaiju level. So we
I guess you can start enhancing stuff.
We should get an EMP skill. Because, oh boy, we're gonna want one. Yeah, EMP skills are vital for Gen 1 units. Surrounding is better than Attractor, because Surrounding actually does damage. Unfortunately, it does mean you have to get right into kaiju clusters and then, well, get surrounded by them. Versus Attractor, which you can do on range, but, like, damage though. And limiter removal. Do we get limiter? We really don't need it yet. We really don't need limiter removal yet. We can wait. We should prioritize meta system first. Not that we can even buy more meta system, I think.
Probably not. You only have so many meta chips right now. You can probably buy one thing if you need it.
Score boost is one I'm gonna want later, but that's more of a post-game thing. Power boost. I know we're gonna want this later, so I'm gonna grab it now.
And you can't buy anything else. Well, no, that's not true. You can upgrade something you already have, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, power boost is great for a lot of the later boss kaiju. The ones where, like, even a limiter removal Demolisher Blade is not going to kill them in one go. Yeah, other than that, do I want any of these other ones? Like, eventually. Score boost... maybe gravity? Don't think I need, like, any of the others except for just these. Like, I don't need any of the actual skills after this, I think.
I mean, at some point you'll have enough meta chips to basically buy everything, so...
Well, eventually. I think that's mostly in post-game, though.
Yeah.
Which I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of. I quite enjoy this combat system, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to record it or not. I might.
It could be fun casually.
Part of me used to think, oh, I can stream it, but, like, fuck streaming, though.
Yeah, streaming audio issues aren't fun.
Streaming in general is just not my thing, I think. I might record some levels. Who knows?
Yeah. Alright, let's get into it.
Let's jump in. I have 39, so they've been fighting for over an hour at this point.
Bunch of aerials.
About those creepy looking dymos? They're excavation models. Drillflies, looks like.
Those things are already flying. You're telling me they go underground too? Not great from my mech. I can punch like a truck, but I can't reach the guys in the air.
I love how naturally they fit in gameplay tips with dialogue. Like Ogata saying that he can't punch shit in the sky.
The EMP's what you want there. They'll come crashing down to punching range.
Which isn't an easy balance to have for, you know, I guess you could say dialogue explaining combat. It's very easy for it to just kind of sound tutorial-y, and you're just saying like, okay, they're probably not really saying this word for word, you know, in canon, but, you know, it makes sense to a player. It's a very tricky balance to have, and this game does it seamlessly. Because, you know, it's all accurate. It's the rules they're in.
Hard on close quarters combat. They ended up with a focus on raw power over mobility. They didn't know they'd have to deal with these flyers.
I love how they're like, oh, Gen 1s, they didn't focus on mobility, when Gen 1s are arguably the most mobile unit in the game. That's a bit funny to me. Like, other than the literal flyers, they're by far the fastest units.
Oh, yeah, good point. Gen 2, they're slow.
How do you know all this crap?
Well, funny story. Guess you could say it just came to me in a dream.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's a long, funny story, Nenji.
One that we're gonna get to play after this level.
Right?
Okay, so what do people have? That's right.
Sentry gun. I know they're nerfed, but, I mean, it'll shoot these small fries out.
Honestly, it's probably still worth using this early in the game, so fuck it.
How's no rules?
Okay. What's the plan?
It's shield matrix, everyone.
Thank you.
No fight I can't win.
None of these are, like, worth using big attacks on, they're just missile bait. I could EMP stun most of them, but they're not close enough. Anti-air defensive flares. Fuck it.
A torpedo flare would probably take them all out with how small they are, but I don't know if you have any of those.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Love that line from Natsuno. She's just kind of pepping herself up. Very cute.
Honestly, fuck it. I'll just wait.
As
Long as I can keep this thing moving.
Nothing's worth using yet.
That work?
Yeah. Yeah, that sentry gun is doing work.
Number 21 on the
No
move.
room for hesitation.
Enemy threat range.
Because we're still early enough in that they're not terrible yet.
How's the Sentinel? Number 11. How was that?
We're sitting ducks here.
Okay, now you can shoot them all down. The sentry gun should take care of the rest of them. Or Amaguchi, that works too.
Bullseye!
I got him.
Gonna be okay.
Enemy on the move.
You know, it's like that was a perfect time for him to say his line, gotta put on a show for Yuka-chan, but he didn't say it.
Yeah, it's always disappointing. I think he only says that when you select him, not when you make him do a move.
Yeah.
I won't back down.
Still, I mean, he just ran in to save her. It would have worked out perfectly.
Where are they? No room for hesitation. My turn now.
Fuck it. I'll use another one. Why not?
I mean, that's how they're useful. You put down several.
Away my shot.
Hold up.
I'm not singing it.
Let's do enemy on the move.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Self-restraint.
As tempting as it is, I'm not gonna. I didn't even watch that musical. I just had my younger sibling play that soundtrack non-stop for like a year.
I'm not making the obligatory reference there. I am exercising great self-restraint by not making the reference you have apparently missed.
Wait, what did he say? I was talking when he said that.
No, you, when you said non-stop.
Oh no!
Yep.
I walked into that one.
You really did.
I mean, it's not the worst thing I've walked into. I still remember the time I was playing, it's like Splatoon, and you know, there was teammates dying out there, and I was like, I'm coming! I'm coming to you so hard! And I was like, oh no, what did I just say?
Oh, that sounds very you.
I said that in the heat of battle without realizing that.
Don't let up.
I mean, I was coming to them, it's just not the one that I meant to say.
Okay, let's do this.
I really don't use EMP Surrounding enough. It's like actually good.
It's really good. I used it so much, I think around Area 2 is when I really started using it a lot.
I tended to go for a tractor so that you didn't have to like hug enemies.
Again, I never lost a battle, so sometimes I would just pick very bad matchups when I would get a bunch of flyers. And then I'm like, oh crud, how do I damage them all? I didn't pick enough long distance shots. And then that's where the EMP skills come in clutch.
No fight I can't win.
Since then, I learned to actually, you know, study the information it gives me for the enemies coming up so I don't get stuck with that again.
Right?
Yeah, that's helpful.
What's enemy on the move?
Oh well, that's how you learn games. You throw yourself into the deep end.
So many damage numbers.
Still not used to this.
All
Excellent
the damage
shot,
numbers.
boy. I don't think anyone's even taken any damage yet.
Yeah.
Hold still.
I don't think I've heard that one much.
There you go.
Stay calm.
Okay, let's do this. Okay?
She can wait.
We can do this.
I love leg spike, but unfortunately it's not going to be useful in this map.
Yeah, think about how I've already placed 2 sentry guns, and they're supposed to be good, but like, I still don't have enough to use another sentry gun. And they've been
You'll
doing
have to
work.
charge.
They've been doing work. They just don't get any fucking EP. They're nowhere near useful enough. So, I guess I'll just...
I've got it.
I mean, you can just...
I'll defend.
Yeah, yeah, you should be able to get one next turn.
She's waiting.
No room for
You can just sit there.
enemy signals detected.
I love when it pauses mid, like, sentry gun fire, and you get these cool effects like this.
No fight I can't win.
Let's move just a little bit
Don't
that
waste any
way.
chances. What's the plan? Number 11. No room for hesitation.
And for
Man, Atlas
defensive
West.
players.
And Atlus West had no reason to go as hard as they did for this dub and localization, but they held nothing back.
Of course they had a reason. They wanted to do justice to the best story ever written.
I mean, yeah. I mean, facts, honestly. I guess what I mean is, like, it's a new IP. It's not guaranteed to sell very well. I mean, heck, it sold pretty modestly in Japan. It didn't sell very well on release at all. But, you know, word of mouth really picked up the sales. So, yeah, they had no, I guess you could say, previous incentive to go as hard as they did. But it really paid off.
That do it? You picked a fight with the wrong girl.
I'll beat you. How's that? Yeah.
Excellent shot, Natsuno.
I can do this.
another thing coming over there. I think that's going to be the last drop because of the time. You can see it's 1 minute 37 left. Most battles don't tend to last longer than 30 seconds if you're killing shit super quickly.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever cut it close.
Yeah, it tends to be about 20 to 40 seconds. And 40 seconds is usually for like longer post-game battles and shit.
Yeah.
I can hit all of them.
A hit.
There we go.
Don't let up.
Sentry guns are down.
So we've got one that's going to show up like here.
Oh,
and
no, they're
one
still
that's
both
showing
there.
Here. Move you like
Number
here.
11, moving out.
What do I do?
There we go. Now she can put up, yeah, just one more. I mean, it'll work out. We're gonna get it. More enemies are incoming. Another landfall.
Okay. What's the plan? Number 21 on
We
the
got it
move.
rough. Number 20, moving out.
Gotta keep my spirits up. Gonna be okay. Definitely.
What's the plan? Don't waste any chances.
There.
Let's go, Natsuno.
EMP will hit most of them. So I should probably just go for this.
Yeah, the sentry gun will blast a few of them.
I beat him.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. You can probably stick Yuki on them again.
I'll stop. What's the plan?
Oh shit, he can't use anything. Okay.
Uh-oh.
EP.
Don't waste any chances.
EMP
Well, now
Surrounding.
you're gonna... There you go. He was literally caught in crossfire there.
Stay calm. I can do this. Shield them.
I think you almost took damage there.
We're still not used to this thing.
Well, to be fair, they're not aiming for him.
Fuck, these things are fast.
And this is what you need interceptors for. Actually, I think it was this exact battle that I would just bring in just Yuki and her interceptors to, so I could recharge everyone, because it's nothing but flying enemies. They could kill everything.
Threat suppressed. They're going for me. Don't let up.
Put up a shield, 2 rounds of interceptors, and they kill everything.
Take this. Did that do it? How many left?
Okay, we have one trash thing. There we go. And those anti-air defensive flows are still up. They last like 20 seconds.
Aegis activated. Surrounding.
Eesh, what a mess. At least this area's okay now.
My head's been really hurting for a while now. Is something going wrong?
Now that you say that, mine's pounding too. Something messing with our heads.
Godos did
the
say that's a
operating
side
unit of your
effect.
Sentinel. You'll feel better once you're out.
Oh, that. Right.
Piloting the Sentinel is an intensely demanding process. Using it puts massive pressure on your brain. You can't remain deployed for extended periods, or you start getting backlash.
Don't overdo it. I'm not responsible if you end up decoupling your brain from your nanomachines.
Oh boy, it's almost like that happened to her.
I
Yeah,
suggest you get out of the Sentinel right now.
not a comfortable
Unless you want to
process.
forget your entire life.
Not exactly a user-friendly robot. Let's get out of these, Fuyusaka.
Yeah.
Brain overload. You can't put people in too many battles in a row.
That's the last of them, right?
Once we hit wave, like area 2, you can upgrade the raw stats of Sentinels. And it's worth getting 2 levels of Neurolink on pretty much everyone as soon as you can, because it means they can be deployed for 3 battles instead of 2.
Oh.
Unfortunately, to get them to do 4 battles is like literally billions of meta chips per character.
I don't think that's worth it.
You're not hitting it before like several hundred levels in post-game.
I mean, hey, that's the goal if you want it.
It's very much stat grinding. You want to get, like, every terminal enhancement, every equipment, and upgrade all of them before you even start doing stat grinding.
I mean, hey, it gives people who want to stat grind something to do, so it's good that the option's there. Yep.
Guess we got lucky this time.
Amaguchi got the only damage received on the round.
I took 4.1% terminal damage because I got lazy.
No worries, you still got a, 5-star S rank.
Bonus objectives completed, so I get the thing. Ooh, 3 mystery points! Fuck yeah.
Very generous.
Give me all the shit.
I was gonna say when they were talking about it, and I wanted you to clear something up for me. When I got to that point, when they're talking about, if you're in your Sentinel too long, you can get brain overload. When I got to that point, I just kind of assumed that's just how the Sentinels are built. It makes sense, you're piloting them with your mind. They're going to be very strenuous on your mind. But since technically a lot of the Sentinels were, corrupted with a virus and they never actually cured that virus, is it just how the Sentinels are built, or it's because they still technically have that virus why they can't be in them for more than a few minutes?
No, because I'm pretty sure even before the virus, there was still the limitations on how long you could be in them.
Yeah.
That being said, that virus, yeah, they
was never cured.
Yeah, they kind of don't address that again.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is that, yeah, all their Sentinels are still infected with it, and they can't use them as long as they'd like or permanent damage. Which I think makes some sense. They can realistically, they can only be in them a few minutes. I mean, rounds barely last a couple minutes at most. They can only be in consecutive rounds, like, as you said, 2 times. That's like 5 minutes max. They can actually pilot their Sentinels before they need to recharge themselves. So I believe it if technically all their Sentinels are still infected. They're just working around it. But again, they don't address it, so I can't be sure.
First generation Sentinels, specializing in close combat. These are the oldest models of all the Sentinels. The 3 Sentinels of this generation are numbers 10, 11, and 12. The pilot of each respective Sentinel during the final battle was Nenji Ogata in 10, A. Sekigahara in 11, and Takatoshi Hijiyama in 12. Fuyusaka's student ID. Student ID for Sakura High School, A. Sekigahara gets it. Okay, so we are going to get BJ, a small mysterious robot, 60 centimeters tall, that Natsuno finds. He requests Minami's cooperation in finding the memory cell. We're only getting 2 mystery points for the next, 30 hours, so I'm not going to spend the next 2, because there are going to be other characters who want this more.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like, Erika Aiba would be one of them. So yeah, because woman who looks like Miss Morimura is a scam, because it's just, one of them is, she looks like Miss Morimura, and the second one is, she is Miss Morimura, and then it never updates again. Which is why regular Miss Morimura is worth getting, but this isn't. This can absolutely wait. And these will be more important.
Yeah, a lot of them can wait for completionists. Because some of them just have time travel. Time travel is a concept that seemingly they are in. And then it never updates because it's not time travel. Alright! I would say where are we going to start first, but I mean it's obvious where we're going to start.
My current plan is to just go in order. Jiro being the first, we go from Jiro left. So we do Jiro until we're blocked off on him, then Iori, then Megami, etc, etc. We just keep going in circles until we're not allowed to do anything anymore, and then we do battles.
Alright, yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah, again, I'm really, really interested in exploring this game in a new order, because that can really affect, especially how you're piecing together the story, or even how you emotionally react to some certain plot reveals. I don't regret, for the most part, of how I did it. I think I said it before. My only The only thing I wish I did was that I did more of Kisaragi's before I really started Nenji's. I think that would have been more emotionally satisfying if I did more of hers first. But besides that, no, I don't really regret too much how I did it. Still, I'm very excited to see a different order.
Although there is an argument to get some of the worst characters out of the way now, actually.
Yeah, I put off Iori. I think a part of reason why Iori's was even more unsatisfying, because I just was not enjoying hers, so I put it off, and then when I actually was, forced to do more of it so I can go ahead and complete it, she was dealing with stuff I was already really familiar with, and she had nothing interesting to add on it, so that did not help make her route any more interesting.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do Iori first.
I think that might help her a little. Yeah, I think that might help it a little bit. Like, putting her off did not do her any favors.
Then probably Megami, because I don't like her. And I'm the one who has to physically play through them. Mirth is just watching them via a stream on Discord.
I have played it physically before, so I mean, I get the experience.
Still, though, I'm the one who has to redo it.
True.
I am not looking forward to Yuto. But that's for me in the next video to suffer through.
Yeah, I will say Megami's is not the easiest to play. I remember being stuck on an endless loop of just going home, making dinner, going back to school, going home, making dinner, going back to school, because I didn't know what to do to actually progress her route. And that wasn't fun.
There's not many that are actually difficult, in my opinion. Iori has one particularly bucked moment that's really needlessly precise, and I hate it. Hijiyama is annoying with the fucking...
Oh, the coins.
The loose change.
Not my favorite.
Ogata is difficult, but I find Ogata to be really fun as well. Like, it's very engaging because it ties into the theme of his story of trying to find a new way to break the time loop.
Yeah.
Ryoko I found really difficult but really satisfying.
Oh, I love hers. I did struggle a little bit with the beginning of Juros, but I will... In my very poor defense, I was, kind of figuring out the process that this game likes to take when it comes to progressing the routes. So, yeah, I got a little stuck, like, oh no, I need to talk to Megami, but Shiba won't leave me alone. But, I mean, we'll get to it.
Yeah. Next is Iori, and that's for the me of the future to suffer through. This is Hamburg Chariot and Mirth Mouse are signing out. Thank you for joining, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you then!